Welcome to the Sasha Show.
What's up, folks? It's the day after Kambo. Man, last night was intense. Kambo is basically frog poison that is used as medicine. So lots of tribes in the Amazon and all over the world use it as their primary thing, basically to get their body healing. I guess a simple explanation is like you just, all of your toxins that are in your body go into your stomach and then you just puke it out or you shit it out. So it's basically just a big purge and it's good for you. Yeah. So, and what they do is the first thing, basically, you come in, you sit down, they give you a little spiel about what it is, and then basically they come and they burn some holes in your skin. So that stings a tiny bit. Oh, there's where I had mine on the arm. Woo! Yeah, it won't look that way. It'll just be a small scar later, but that's what happened. And basically, they start the first time you do it, they just give you like a little bit, so they don't fill up all the holes right away. They'll just give you one. And at one point they call it, and then you see how you do, and as long as you're okay, you need more to keep going, so they'll give you another one, and then most people do either 3 or 5, and then people who need more take more. So for me, yeah, they just took me up to 5, and I never felt like super nauseous. I did puke a little bit, but where it got crazy was, the first thing you feel is just a bit of heat. Like you just feel like your face gets a bit hot, and I felt a little funny feeling in my stomach, and my back got a little bit sweaty. But I never got super nauseous or anything. For me, a little bit nauseous, and there was some like some of this going on, but and there was a little puking, but not much was really coming out. Then the guy's like, "Dude, we got to get you some rapé, which is tobacco, and you snort this tobacco powder up your nose." Well, you don't actually snort; they just have a thing where they blow it, and it just goes up. So you just inhale, and they put it up, and then you just don't inhale through your nose, and then just chill out. And then, so that got me off my face, because I don't smoke, and I've never had any nicotine, so I think that's only like the second time that someone's done that up my nose. So he gave me way too much, I thought. Like, I think I had way too much tobacco, so I was flying. I was like, whoa, like all over the place. And then I started like puking my guts out like hardcore and super dizzy, and I thought I was gonna pass out, so I was like breathing hardcore, and man, it was that's when it really got intense after I took the tobacco. So that went on for a while. I was like puking, and then I had a massive shit, like it was so gross. This is like it was bad. Like I had to cover up my face. I couldn't smell my own poo. It was just brutal. So I was shitting myself. Then I came back, and then they were like wrapping the whole thing up. Like it was weird because just as I'm hearing them like, "Yeah, guys, this is great. You all did really great." I'm just in it. I'm just puking my guts out. I'm just like, "You guys are done? What the fuck?" Wait for me. Anyway, so I kept puking, and I was really whacked out of it for a while. I couldn't do much. And then when I think I'm kind of okay, they're like, "Okay, do you want the eye drops?" And I don't even know what it is. They have some special eye drops that apparently like it puts you, it makes the nausea go away, but they sting like a bitch. So he puts the drops on here with my eyes closed, and as he starts, I'm like, "Wait, I'm wearing contacts." He's like, "Fuck!" So I had to so he wipes it off. I take my contacts out, and then he puts the eye drops, the drops, and then I open my eyes, and it stung so bad. I jumped. I literally like, "Wah!" I've never reacted that way in my life. I screamed, and my whole body just went, "Wah!" Just like I was gonna freak out, and then it was 1 second of like brutal, and then it was just painful, and then it sort of like goes away after a couple of minutes. Man, so that was fucked up. And the weird thing was, like, everyone's like leaving, and I'm like, okay, I guess we gotta go. I felt like shit after that, so we went outside. I could barely walk. I was super weak. And as I walked out of the venue, I sat on a bench, and I had to puke again. So like Isabel like grabbed me I think it was like a plant. I don't even know what I was puking into, but it wasn't a puke bucket, that's for sure. I did more puking, got a bit on the floor. And then we like took an Uber ride home, and this was awkward because I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have to puke in the car, and of course I had to puke in the car. And Isabel had she brought a bag, smart pig that she is. She brought a plastic bag, so I'm there like hurling into this this plastic bag, and I'm thinking like the driver must just think I'm just one of these British fucking assholes who just gets. It was Friday night. He's like, oh, another fucking drunk asshole, and I almost wanted to tell her like, tell this guy I'm on frog poison. I'm not drunk. And then I thought, oof, it doesn't matter. I didn't say anything. And they took us away. But I was worried about my Uber rating, right? I'm thinking this guy's going to be like, this guy's a dick, getting too drunk. Because those guys are assholes who do that, right? And if I was an Uber driver and the guy is fucking puking, even though it's in a plastic bag, like if you're stupid enough to get that drunk or you're fucking puking all over, you're an idiot and you deserve to get a shit rating. So I have a really high rating. on Uber. I think it's pretty high. It's like 4.64, which is pretty high. For a long time we had 5. I don't know what happened because we're nice to everybody. Um, anyway, so that's why I was worried about that. Anyway, um, the other thing is, what was the other thing? Uh, yeah, so I got home and then I took another big juicy shit. No more puking, thankfully, and I was just in bed, just like a little bit in shock, and then I went to bed. Yeah, so my summary would be yeah, if it wasn't for the tobacco, it wouldn't have been that bad. So the frog poison itself, yeah, you get a little nauseous, you puke. It's not really a big deal. I've had much worse. I've had food poisoning in India that was so much worse than this. I can't even explain it to you. Like you feel like you're gonna die, and you feel like puking all the time, and you're puking for like like 10, 12 times in one night. Brutal pukes, like you just can't get it out, and you feel like you're dying. That's food poisoning we've had, like bad food poisoning in India. So if that was like a 10 out of 10, like and feeling like shit, Kambo was like a 2. Honestly, like there's no comparison. It got up to maybe like a 4, 4 or 5 if we're talking about how I felt on the tobacco, but that's just because the tobacco just messed me up. But overall, it wasn't that bad. It was shitty, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. So if I had to rate it in terms of like what was the worst, the tobacco was the worst, and then followed by the eye drops. That was brutal, and then the camel was like third in terms of like difficulty. It really wasn't that bad. So I think I will do it again. I want to do it a few times and just see how it affects me. Next day I feel a little shaky, but okay. So I think I need a recovery day, and then tomorrow I'm curious how I'm going to feel tomorrow. So we'll see. But yeah, so it's not a drug. Well, it's not. I don't think it's classified as anything right now. It's just people are using frog poison to help themselves. So it's not illegal. So you can do it here in the UK, and I think tons of countries there's people doing it. So you can go and work with the medicine. And I think it's just a much more natural way to get rid of toxins because people are doing all this stuff. Like people taking all these supplements. They're really expensive, and I think most of them don't really work, or they're not really good quality, or our guts aren't healthy enough even to process the things we're putting in there. You see what I mean? So I just don't know how much that stuff really makes a difference. I think it does for some, but I've just been one of these people that I take supplements. They don't do shit for me. So this I think is like it really works because it's like going right into the right into your bloodstream pretty much. So it's gonna work even if your gut's a bit poopy. It's gonna work on everyone I think, and it's natural. It's completely natural. I believe that um, there's a reason it's a purifier for human beings because it was sent down to Earth for us to use. Right? It's not a coincidence. Like there just happens to be this frog that if we take a bit of its poison, it really has these beneficial effects. No, it was put here for men to use. Right? And the ladies, of course. Um, so yeah, so I think it's a much more natural way to cleanse your body than all this other weird stuff. So I like to stick to that kind of stuff, like fasting exercise, yoga, Kambo, San Pedro if you want to go down that route. But like, there's just fuck all the fakey chemically stuff made in a factory. I'm just not. I don't think so. I think we have everything from nature that we need, and we're just not using it. So I think it's another tool for us. So I'll report again if I do it again, and we'll see how it goes. So there you go. I put a couple links below if anyone's interested in Kambo, and if you're in London, I put a link to where my friend does it. Who they're all right. Yeah, he's all right, mate. So if you want to reach out to him, you can. Okay, see you in the next show. Peace. It's me again. I kind of forgot to say that it's also a energetic and spiritual healer, I guess. So if you're carrying like negative energies and stuff, it can strip them away. If you feel like you're kind of going shitty in life, or you have something you're having bad luck, or things just aren't going your way, it tends to clear things up and sort of align you also with spirit. So it works on a lot of levels. It's not just toxins on the physical level, it's also on the spiritual level. and apparently other levels. I'm not actually an expert. I've never done a tremendous amount of research on this, but a couple articles are below. But yeah, just wanted to say that there's more to it than just the physical stuff. Okay, that's the end note. See you later. For a second, show me your leg. Your super hot leg. Yeah, you gotta. You can't turn it that. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, you have to. No, you can. No, you got it. That's it. No, wait. No.
It's the wrong side.
You were going the right. No, you want. Oh, all right. Now they're just gonna show your butt. Okay, I got you. Lift it up.
What is this?
This is taking a really long time just to show them your. How much you retarded to make this work? There we go. Yeah. I told her at first you have to do it on your face. That was a joke. She said no. Didn't want to do it on her arm. So some people do it on their legs. Look at that. So now when she wants to show off that she's on camera, she just has to high kick someone. And remember, if you don't subscribe, you're a gay.